How's it going, guys, and welcome back to Dad Makes Dough. Now in today's video I've had so many requests to make this video, and it's all about taxing and accounting, all your bookkeeping and everything like that, and how I do it, whether I pay an accountant, how much I pay and all that sort of information. This is based mostly on like Amazon FBA, drop shipping and stuff like that. So if you are new around here, don't forget to smash that like button, drop me a subscribe because it helps so much. We're at 3.5k, let's see if we can get up to like 4k by the new year. So yeah, so many have requested this video, and it's all about taxing and bookkeeping and whether I pay an accountant or if not. And I know that a lot of people have questions if they're starting Amazon FBA, if they're starting drop shipping, starting a Shopify store, or just an online like e-commerce, whether that be eBay, something along those lines. You're going to need to pay your tax. You're going to make sure that everything's up to date. You're going to have to make sure that everything's accounted for, because last thing you want is to get done by a tax man. So this is UK based, and this is how I, and some of my experiences and how I do it. So how do you do your taxing and accounting as an entrepreneur like myself? So that's your side hustles, you know, your online stores, eBay, Amazon, dropshipping, Shopify, all that sort of stuff. How do we do it, or how do I do it? And how I do it, how much I pay and how much money I actually save by doing it this way. Some people might not want to do it this way, but this is the way that I'd recommend, especially if you're new to starting out, if you're new to the whole like side hustle business, if you're starting up as a new seller and stuff like that. This is what I would recommend. So when you're self-employed, you have to keep loads of receipts and paperwork and invoices and everything like that, and it really can get on top of you, and it just can be so daunting and you're not knowing where to start. So it's like people end up paying an accountant, and when paying an accountant, this can range, you know, from a couple of £100 at the end of the tax year, but in between all that you'll have to save up every single piece of paper, information, receipt, invoice, how much you paid for stock, how much you've sold stock for, and everything. And you know, last thing you want is to submit it all at the end of the tax year to your accountant, and you're getting phone calls and texts and being like, I need this, I need that, I need the other, and it's just a really stressful thing. But with me, I use something called Osome, and it's like an online platform which is your like personal accounting / bookkeeping program. And what that'll do is it'll make sure that everything that you need to do all your bookkeeping and taxing all yourself, it'll keep you updated. It's like having a little robot that you can use, and you can ask it questions and stuff like that. So first things first, you need to register as a business, whether that be a sole trader or a limited company, and you do this on Companies House. This can be quite daunting as well, just to get started. So you can actually get Osome to set you up a business bank account, as well as register your company for just £12 if you click the link in my description and use my discount code. And not only that, if you want to register your business and get 2 months of free accounting using the software for just £1, click the link in my description. It's completely up to you what you want to do. So what you're going to need to do is register as a business first, whether it be a limited company, whether it be a sole trader. I'm going to leave that up to you because I'm not a financial advisor. You can get a little bit more information about all that sort of stuff, but I'll leave that to you. And then you're going to have to, at the end of every year, is submit a tax return. So submitting a tax return is how much money you've had come in, how much money you've gone out, how much profit is left over, how much money you're earning, and you need to send this to your accountant and all this paperwork and information at the end of the year. An accountant will charge you a one-off fee to do this tax return, and that can range, well, especially from what I know and what I've used in the past, anywhere between £150 to £250 every year. This is an average, so don't take my word for gospel. It's an average depending on the type of business that you have, and there's a lot of contributing factors. But I do know that the one-off fee can be much higher depending on the type of income and the type of business that you're doing. And I was doing this every single year for the past 4, 5, 6 years of me being an entrepreneur fully. And I've been doing this and submitting a tax return to my accountant. And this isn't bad mouthing like an accountant or their profession or anything like that, but it was quite stressful because I'd get a text from my accountant and be like, oh, you need to submit this, do this, grab this, I'm missing this. And it was just really stressful. And then I came across Osome, and I've started using this service, this little like AI sort of robot accounting software. What's super cool to do, and I literally started by signing up for £1 and registering my business bank. And I literally signed up for £1, registering my business or my new business that I've just started, as well as 2 months of free accounting. And after that, I boycotted using my accountant and just started using this. So Osome is an accounting software that's like a done-for-you, all-in-one accounting software. They manage everything, all the VAT, all the paperwork, invoices, all the boring stuff that an entrepreneur or a small business owner just doesn't have the time to do. And also new business owners don't have the knowledge to do as well. Because the last thing you want to do is when it comes to the end of the tax year and you've got loads of wrong information and it's just going to be a catastrophe from there. And I started using this software instead of using my regular accountant for my businesses because it was just much easier, it were a lot cheaper, and not only that, I could ask it a question. So if I was like, what do I do with this invoice? And I could type on Osome and be like, what does this invoice relate to? So I could upload that invoice and it'd reconcile to where it's going or where it's from, and it was just a really easy platform to understand, and it was just super user friendly. So I actually boycotted using my accountant then and just started using this software like continuously. Not only did it work out cheaper for me in the long run, it was just much easier than back and forth with my accountant all the time. And not only that, it wasn't a case of I'd have to go on my phone and email it to my accountant for him to print it off to do all this. Literally, you can have the app, the Osome app, and you can just scan a document, upload it to your system, upload it to all your rest of your information and reconcile it that way. It's just super easy. It's like having an accountant constantly there just in your pocket or on your laptop or anything like that. And I've been using this for a good couple of months, and it has honestly worked out so much better. If you click the link in my bio right now with my code DadMakesDough, for just £1 you can get Osome and register as a business. And if you click the link in my description right now using my DadMakesDough link, for just £1 you can be registered on Companies House. They'll register you, and not only that, you'll get 2 months of free accounting. It's worth it for £1. It's literally less than going and buying a coffee at McDonald's or getting a can of pop from shop. It's literally £1, and that's all your accounting for the next 2 months done, dusted. Any questions you might have, all on there, and you can register as a business with that £1. Osome is an all-in-one software, so it's like you could look at your bank and have say you have £1,000 in your bank, but then you owe out £300 in invoices, 200 in bills, you're only left with 500 quid. Whereas with Osome, it can actually link to your bank account, your business bank account, and it can tell you, right, so this is owed out and this is owed out, and this needs to be covered, therefore your cash flow is only 500, it's not £1,000 like if you were to look at your normal banking app. That way you can take much more control over your business funds and how much money you have in there. It'll take a feed from your existing bank, so it's not like it's taking over your bank or anything like that. It'll take like a feed of incomings and outgoings. It shows you daily transactions, it works out how much you've made each day, how much profit you've made and how much you're earning. You can also see what's coming in, what's due to be coming in. If you've sent a customer an invoice that needs to be paid in 3 days, you know that that's coming in 3 days, you're not forgetting about it, because Osome will keep you updated with that. It'll bring all the data from all your selling platforms together if you're an entrepreneur as well and have multiple side hustles, so that's eBay, FBA, Shopify. It brings all that data together, as well as like PayPal. It's like having a personal accountant in your pocket every day of your life. Any questions, just give it a click. If they're looking through and see you missing an invoice, bang, take a picture, upload it. It's as simple as that. And if you're missing items as well, it'll notify you and it'll be like, you need to upload this document, and just simply take a pic on your phone, upload it in the app. Compared to what you would actually pay for an accountant on a day-to-day basis or yearly or anything like that, I'd recommend using Osome, especially if you're getting started as a new business, because it does everything for you. And for the sake of starting off with £1, or if you're wanting a business bank account and registering on Companies House for £12 and that's updating it all and starting it all for you, it's worth it just for that price. If you have any questions about your VAT and questions about your tax and accounting and bookkeeping as an FBA seller or an eBay seller, drop me a comment below and let me know. I'll try my best to, from my experience, to give you some sort of help and guidance. But remember that I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not an accountant, so I don't know everything, but I can give you some of my past experiences and some of my knowledge that I've used in the past to help you out. So if you are new around here, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at DadMakesDough, and thank you guys for watching.